Okay guys, this video is gonna have two scenes from Stanley Kubrick movies that like are total like pickup scenes, like seduction scenes, and then you're gonna learn so much about psychology, and you're gonna learn all of that, and it's very interesting and revealing, and let's get into this shit. Bye. Alright guys, this is Alex. He's the main character from A Clockwork Orange. He's fucked up, he's a psychopath, he's insane, he's a killer. Now watch him pick up a threesome in this scene. Check it out, guys. He's got the aura of like royalty, and he's walking around like he owns the place. And he's also dressed like total swagged out like shit. And then you'll see here the way he communicates power, you know, powerful like like vocal tones shit. He just picks up a magazine and then puts it back down. He just totally like he owns the place. He just doesn't give a fuck. He's like a king. You know how it is.
Excuse me, brother. I ordered this 2 weeks ago. Can you see if it's arrived yet, please?
Just a minute.
And then in this instance, and every instance in which he has dialogue, he really talks as if he's like on a stage. He just like yells. And it's weird and it's powerful and it is what it is. But he's just like so detached. He's really like in a character state, you know? And then he's just extremely comfortable. Again, the continuing extremely comfortable. You know, that you can only really get like that if you meditate a lot. And, you know, meditation is worth it. I will always plug meditation. I'm meditating like 2 hours a day. That shit fucking like makes you just like unstoppable. You know, anyway, shit. Just being like fucking like relaxed and like having like better stuff to do. So like just like nobody can like stop you. You become like an unstoppable force, like a dragon.
Pardon me, ladies. Enjoying that, are you, my darling? Bit cold and pointless, isn't it, my lovely? What's happened to yours, my little sister?
And this is kind of fucked up, but I think this is true in the other scene that I'm going to show later. But it's like he doesn't see the other people as like equals. He just like is entertaining himself. Like he's just bored. And he's entertaining himself. Obviously he's a fucking psychopath, but you know, just like it's an interesting scene.
Who you getting, Braddy? Goggly Go-Go? Johnny Zhivago? The Heaven 17?
What you got back home, little sister, to play your fuzzy warbles on? I bet you got little, say, pitiful portable picnic players. Come with Uncle and hear all proper. Hear angel trumpets and devil trombones. You are invited.
And then after that, in the actual movie, they just go back to his place and they have like a really weird threesome scene in the movie that's like on a time lapse with like a remix of like a classical music song. But the point is he's comfortable and he just invites, you know, sometimes you just have to invite, you know, it's aight. But like, yeah, just being very clear with yourself allows you to be very clear about what you want, and then it makes it easy to make stuff happen. So there you go. Alright, this next clip is from Eyes Wide Shut. Stanley Kubrick directed it. After he directed it, he died mysteriously, like right after, or maybe even right before it released. Interesting movie. Really bizarre. Here it is. Alright, but here's a scene from later in the movie so you understand how weird it is first. Alright, good. Now you guys know how weird that movie is. So now let's get back to the clip. This is about to get really interesting.
I think that's my glass.
Oh, I'm absolutely certain of it.
You know, that's one of those things where it's like, how would you even react if somebody did that? You know, like that smooth? Because you can't really get mad because, you know, if you get mad, you're going to come off as weird somehow. Like weirder than they are, because when somebody's that chilled out, they can just do whatever they want, really.
My name is Sandor Savos. I'm Hungarian.
My name is Alice Harford. I'm American.
He's just like really comfortable, and that's the kind of like being really, really comfortable opens up a lot of doors, like with life and with everything like that.
Delighted to meet you, Alice. Did you ever read the Latin poet Ovid on the art of love?
Didn't he wind up all by himself, crying his eyes out in some place with a very bad climate?
But he also had a good time first. A very good time. Are you here with anyone tonight, Alice?
With my husband.
Oh, how sad. But then I'm sure he's the sort of man who wouldn't mind if we danced. What do you do, Alice?
Well, at the moment,
See, people don't usually look at other people like that. And when somebody looks at somebody like that, it's a very memorable thing. And it's very, like, powerful. Most people are very lazy. So, you know, that kind of, like, that little kind of, like, a thing is just very, very, like, powerful, like, communication-wise.
I'm looking for a job. I used to manage an art gallery in Soho, but it went broke.
What a shame. I have some friends in the art game. Perhaps I can be of some help.
Oh, thank you.
Someone you know?
My husband.
See, he was confused there because he knew that he was like the shit, and he was like, why would it, what would be even distracting? But then it's like, you know, the answer is like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You know, that's you know, within the realm of like reality. You know, it's like the only like excuse that would make sense.
Oh. Don't you think one of the charms of marriage is that it makes deception a necessity for both parties? May I ask why a beautiful woman who could have any man in this room wants to be married?
Why wouldn't she?
Is it as bad as that?
It's interesting that both her and her husband are like flirting with other people, and that's kind of like a big part of like the story, I guess, is like the relationship dynamics. But you know, that's it for the video. It was interesting. These were interesting clips. Yeah, I